I mean, first off, I also want to thank God, man.
At Astra Boys. Woo! It's flannel time. Sporting KC time.
Damn it. I didn't get the, I missed the text.
Argyle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is another episode of At Astra Boys Sports Podcast here in Kansas. And we, too, are going to be bringing the work to all of y'all.
I like that. I like that one. Yeah, bring the work.
Yeah, we're going to bring the work. Thank you,
It
Tyreek
doesn't matter where we're at. Bring the work.
Thank you, Cheetah, for that great sound bite that you gave us. Well, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. So what's up? What happened this past week? How was your guys' week other than sports? Any pet peeves? Anything piss you guys off?
As far as sports or just in general?
In general. We'll talk about sports here in a little bit. In general.
In general, I had a pretty smooth week, so nothing to complain about.
I worked. Yeah, I was busy. Yeah.
A lot of work.
We're having some tough times at work. So right now is fucking balls to the walls at work right now. So
I will say
I've been doing about 60 hours a week.
That's yeah. I've been
Little
there.
rough.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's won't last past 2023.
I will say that the new basketball season has started, and right now it's girls middle school, and there's a bunch of new rules. So
Girls middle school.
Yeah, the girls middle schools play first. And that's
awful.
So the new rule in high school basketball this year is there's no 1-on-1. 1-on-1 is out. And you shoot 2 free throws after the 5th foul in each quarter.
Is that because they're like the 1-on-ones out because they missed too many free throws as it is?
I don't know why they're doing it.
They just did it.
They just did it.
I didn't know you were still refereeing.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to do with that rule change, Joe?
I did not. I didn't even know it happened until I got to my game and my partner was telling me about it. Because I have not opened the rule book up yet this year. I was very prepared for my first
Probably
game.
should have read the rule book.
Probably should have glanced at the new rules. Yeah, that'd been a good idea.
What's funny is when I was on my first way to doing a football game, I remember looking at the rules, like watching videos on my phone and shit on the way to the game. So
yeah,
got to stay prepared, buddy.
Yeah, that one season I refereed with you guys. I had everything down, but
You showed a lot of flair.
I didn't like it. It wasn't for me.
I like the white belt was the best.
I didn't like being told what to wear.
I tried to bring style to the referees, and Joe was like, "You can't wear that.
Motherfucker shows
You
up
can't
with
wear
white shoes and a white belt.
Had his flag tucked in the wrong way.
Yeah, like the
That
ball.
was-
Yeah, the ball's supposed to hang
yeah.
out, and you tuck in the flare part of the.
No, not Osvaldo.
Not Waltz.
It
He has
didn't
to
go with
be
the
noticed.
outfit. It did not go with the outfit. Which, by the way, I still have brand new cleats, football cleats, like size 10. I need to give those away to a good kid out there.
You know who might be able to wear them? Keaton.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, king size Keaton.
If you put 2 of the shoes together, it might fit on one
Yeah,
foot.
you just alternate
Alterate is the word.
alterations. Yeah,
Okay, you're trying
yeah,
alterate.
You
That's a real
combine
word.
one entire shoe, and then the other one we'll just figure out.
Yeah.
How to do it.
Yeah.
He didn't. Maybe just wear one shoe.
What does he wear? A size 17?
I think
Fuck,
16.
are we talking about his shoe size, bro?
It's something like
You brought it up.
16. Something
You
like
brought
that.
it up.
Why, it can't be 17, is it? Is it?
It's
Keaton, what size do you wear? Are you
think it's
watching
like-
the show still? By the way,
I think it's like a 16 or 15.
I think it's a 17, bro. I think it's been a
Damn.
17
God,
since.
it's like Shaq's foot, almost.
I think Shaq wears a 21.
Oh, 21.
Well, if Ken was
I'm
here,
I'm not too interested in guys' shoe size. So
not guys. This is my godson's shoe size.
Oh,
Damn
okay.
it! Come on, Ti.
Well, maybe you're going to buy him a Christmas present, right? You got to have the shoe
well, that's
size.
true. Yeah, let's text Ken. Fucking Ken won't respond.
Fucking. I think he's in Iowa again, isn't he?
Yes. I saw a post. He was eating
The great state of Iowa.
Filipino food in Iowa.
There's
Yeah,
Filipino food on Iowa. Oh, I had the best Irish food up there in Iowa. It was fantastic. It was like one of those roadside ones, and
Well, I could see that.
yeah, man.
Yep.
Yep. Well, you guys want to get into this?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, we Must be talking about them Chiefs.
All right. Yeah. Come on, Skip. Okay. I went to the game, so everybody knows that they played overseas across that great big pond over there in Germany.
Frankfurt, Germany.
Did you say you went to the game?
I went to the Quaff. They had a nice
to watch the
brunch.
game.
Thank you. Shout out to the Quaff, my old stomping ground there.
How was the brunch?
It was actually pretty good, man. It was actually pretty good. They had biscuits and gravy. They had some eggs. They had some bacon. They had a Bloody Mary bar. You had a 2-drink voucher. We brought Diego with us, so I took his 2 tickets. And then I had a 4-drink voucher.
Nice.
And then I put some bacon in my drink. They had like a nice little spread, man. It was pretty good, and it was just a specific crowd. You were supposed to buy tickets ahead of time, and of course it was 8:30 in the morning, and there
I'm
was
surprised you actually made it.
I was gonna say, I was
Made it
curious
on
about
time.
what was the challenges of getting there on
The
time.
challenges
Sounded like
was-
y'all was ready.
to try to wake up everybody, and let's get the hell out of
It's
there.
that first 20 minutes that's crucial.
It was, and then but our table was ready for us. Mr. Navarretti. That was my table, Navarretti. And she
Navaretti?
apologized, Navarretti.
Mr. Navaretti.
Here's your table, sir. I was like, well, thank you. And now we're the Navarrettis.
There's no E's or T's in my last name.
I was gonna say, how did they pronounce it?
Fuck, I don't know how that
Navaretti.
came about.
And because the bartender, she was like, what was the name under? I said, Navarro. I had my tickets. She goes, oh, okay, come with me.
I'm sorry,
He said,
sir. This
Navaretti.
table is reserved for the Navarettis.
Navarrettis.
Well, your name ends with the O, right?
It does. And at least that one had 2 R's
Would
in
have been
it.
like Navaretto, Navaretto.
I mean, you think even if you
In
butcher the
her
rest of the,
defense, she apologized for spelling it wrong, way wrong, half the name.
oh, so she had it spelled wrong. That's why she pronounced it wrong.
Yeah, it was spelled Navarretti.
Okay,
That's right.
Okay,
Okay, I think
So
Makes more sense now.
apologies to the Navarrettis that had to wait outside, and we took your table.
maybe that's what happened. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
for
the
sure.
Navarettis were pissed.
Man, I had a great time, man. The energy was it was fantastic, and I'm sure there was all kinds of brunches and early drinking all across Kansas City. Where did you spend it at, Joseph?
Upstairs in my living room.
Oh, by the way, I'm KC Waltz. Over here on my left is Joe Hooters. Over here on my right, the original TI. You watched it here?
Yes.
What'd you guys have?
No, nobody. No,
Don't you remember the
just,
pictures last week? I think he was probably sitting on that couch somewhere. Wasn't that last week? Oh, no, that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. No, we just watched it here. No one came over. Just kind of chill. I remember on the group text, I text like at 7:30, like, man, I thought it was 8:30 because it was daylight savings
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
And
early
all of-
game.
yes.
The early game.
Yeah,
Yes.
you thought you
So,
missed it or something
I
like
thought
that.
I was like, oh, I got up just in time.
Yeah,
And then,
I saw your text message. Like
That
all
was
the
a-
rest of them, I always usually just ignore you. I was
Yep.
trying to hurry up to get out of there.
I think you ignore a lot of us, actually. It was-
Yep. Well, I watched
I'm not the only one. We have Tricky Dick here, and he always, JPD, he's here. and he
JPD,
always
fine,
ignores
making
our
it-
always
text
responds.
messages.
What do you mean? Him and Ken have been
It's weird.
quite
How
the
come
responders lately.
I text, I'm like, hey, I have tomorrow off. Anybody down? And then I get nothing. Joseph over here, he texts something, and nothing.
Crickets.
Richard over here like, hey, anybody want to go play golf tomorrow? Hey, let me know, man, 12 o'clock. And nothing.
So what we're saying is we all suck.
We're terrible
We're
friends.
terrible friends to each other, all of us. All right, we'll work on that. We'll work on that for 2024.
Well, remember, I don't know if your phone is still the same way, Tony, but like, remember when, like, after 9 texts, like, you couldn't see the group text no more?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we'd have like
Allegedly.
30 texts between us. All 5 of us, I think, are on
I've
there.
been keeping up on them lately.
And then you were like, well, I didn't see it. I was like, well, scroll up. And you were like, well, I can.
yeah,
I can see my
yeah,
last
it only,
9.
yeah, it
It's
lets
a
me see,
burn
like,
phone.
Yeah, like once you guys did so many texts, like my phone, I don't know what was going on with it. But
It
like,
said, "Nah, man,
I
I'm
lost
done.
it after
I'm
like
done."
20 texts. Like it only saves 20 at a time. So,
I see
man,
a picture of Waltz fixing his hair. What are you guys doing, man? Okay, so what's the actual original plan on that? So you can't go up. Okay, we got KU playing right now. But yeah, all right. So the Chiefs played.
So
T.I.,
I watched the
where'd you,
game.
Where'd you
so
watch
I watched
it
the game in my office at home. That's where it was like nice, quiet, and peaceful. Zane wanted to watch his bullshit downstairs.
Zing,
Sorry,
zing,
son,
zing.
but
Zing, zing, zing,
yeah, I
zing.
wasn't. I think he was watching
you
some
mean-
skibbity toilet bullshit. I
You
don't
mean
even know,
Carlos?
but-
Carlos.
Carlos, aka Carlos. So no, I watched it upstairs, got a little bit of work done, and I watched the Chiefs put in that work. That's what I did.
Yeah, someone put in that work, huh? It
Yep.
wasn't
Let's
Tyreek.
talk about that work. Let's talk about that work.
All right, go ahead and lead it off.
So let's go ahead and talk about that work. What was it? 62 yards, one fumble, no touchdowns for the Dolphins, one touchdown for the Chiefs.
I wonder if he slept yet.
That's that work.
Did you see when he was talking to Michael Irvin? He was like, "If I don't get a touchdown against the Chiefs, I'm going to lose a lot of sleep." For
Did
weeks.
you? Yeah.
For weeks.
Oh, wow.
So apparently he had practiced a brand new touchdown dance. I want to see it now.
I do.
Out of curiosity.
I was
Curiosity.
like,
I
what?
just want to see it.
I wanted to, because maybe he was going to do the chop. He was going to do.
He was going to do something
Yeah.
towards the Chiefs. So now he can't do it.
Yes.
So
Nope.
we won't see
Nope.
it
He missed his
unless
chance.
he gets another opportunity.
In the
And
playoffs.
he's going to
Yeah.
get fucked up. What did we do to him?
So there was a some kind of like a backward screen, wasn't it? Tossed it to him to the left, and then good old McDuffie 2-2. Oh, he talked shit on 2-2 too.
Yeah, he was.
I saw it on Twitter or whatever. He said,
Chose
"Oh,
the
right, I
wrong
got you
one.
2-2. I got you 2-2." Whatever he said. So McDuffie just read it, smelled it out, tackled his ass behind the line. Tyreek couldn't hold on to it. He fumbled it. Who picked it up? Somebody picked it up.
Somebody picked it up and then they dished it to Cook.
So did
Was it
Tyreek?
Cook?
Tyreek got a hold of
Yeah.
that Chiefs
So, I
player
don't know
that
who
picked
picked
it
it
up,
up.
the fumble.
Yep.
Got a hold of him and thought, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and swing with him. And so that Chiefs player tossed it back to Cook, and then Cook.
Well, actually,
Oh my God!
was
Did you
coming
see
that
his
way.
ass fly?
He was moving,
Boom.
man. He was
I
high
had
kneeing it
never-
too. He was high kneeing it.
Oh boy, he was. I mean, yeah, he's a track star, right?
He understood the assignment.
Yeah.
I was told that he ran track or something. That's what that explains the whole high knees. And along the sideline, he was burning everyone.
Yeah, he was smoking.
Oh man, that was crazy. So he ran it in for a touchdown, and we said, "Shut the fuck up!" Never. I think it was 21-0, right?
Yeah, that
At
that was basically the game winner.
Halftime.
Yeah, pretty
Halftime
much.
it was 21-0 actually. But yeah, that did make it 21-0. You're right.
You're right.
The other thing too, and we mentioned this last week, is like we gotta jam Tyreek Hill off that line, right? I feel
Physical.
like they did a really
Physical.
good job of doing that.
Yeah.
Every time at least that they showed that when they were jamming him, he wasn't getting off, he wasn't getting that separation.
So Snead allowed one catch. He was targeted 4 times. He was on 37 coverage snaps, and his passer rating,
Grab a beer.
the opposite, passer rating was 39.6 against Snead. I'm thinking that's who might have been the one. So the girls had to go to the powder room. You guys had to go together. All right. So I'm thinking that's who it was that might have picked it up. But we need to go back to actually see who picked up that fumble. But
All right, the strike is
we
over.
got Snead. We got
We're back.
McDuffie. I mean, those boys are just on it, man.
Yeah, this defense, man, dude, I've been so excited about our defense this year. I knew we were going to be pretty decent. They showed signs last year. But, man, I did not expect for us to be, in my opinion, what is easily a top 5 defense this year.
Yeah, and we stopped the best offense in the NFL without Bolton, without Nick
Yes,
Bolton.
without ball. Dude, we just got more ammunition waiting, dude. We got so much.
Yeah,
Young players.
we drafted
good leaders.
drafted very well for the defense. We have. Man.
Yes. Oh, Willie Gay's been on it, man.
So speaking of the defense, during the game, I sent an angry tweet to Chris Stone Cold Jones. Angry tweet.
What is he doing?
I have not seen if he responded back to me, but I'm looking forward to that. There, Chris Jones. What the fuck was that?
That could have cost us the game.
I don't give a shit if he
it
grabbed your
definitely
balls
could.
and twisted them. I don't give a shit if he called you names. I don't care if he put your mama's name in his mouth. You just, what was that? That's and it happened last year too. Am I correct?
So I will say, last year when he did it against the Colts, he was talking shit. So I think that one was kind of a fluke. I was like, how did they even? Throw
Yeah,
that flag?
I'm still wondering till this day what he actually said.
But on this one, you can see they had it perfect. Just a straight out shoving in that
It was
Dolphins back.
already
Yeah.
over. You can see two in the background looking at how the play developed after he threw the ball. And then Chris Jones had the nerve to fucking just knock the shit out of this offensive lineman for what?
That was-
you
yeah,
got to
that was
hold
pretty
your
blatant.
ground, bro. You're the leader of this defense, and you're not showing it, man. You're just showing up, and you're playing very, very, very well. But that, you can't do that. That's selfish. That was stupid. That could have caused the freaking game right there. As a matter of fact, it was what, third?
It was
And-
down.
3rd and 15 or some shit.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
20s.
Yeah,
They were about to have to kick a long field goal.
Right. And
That
he
they
did
might have
that,
missed.
and it was an automatic first down, and they marched down the field. I think that's when they scored a fucking touchdown.
No, it
because
was.
of
They,
that.
they did get a touchdown, but I think actually, I
No, they got a
joked-
touchdown on that. They got a
I
touchdown.
joked. I was like, "What logical reason would Chris Jones have to do that? It has to be one or two things, right?" I was like,
Let's
either
go over
he's
some scenarios.
shaving points, or that dude can't control his fucking anger.
I think it's the latter. Like I've said this before, football players are crazy, and I think sometimes they get caught up in the game. But he's a professional, so he's going to have to make better choices. I mean, you've probably done it in whatever. In our softball games, sometimes we got hyped up and fired up and wanted to talk crap to the other team. I mean,
And that one dude turn around. Better shut your mouth. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, but
so it
we don't get paid
happens.
millions of dollars
Right.
and ruin an entire game just for our selfishness.
Yes. So yeah. I mean, it's on a different level. So he's going to figure that out.
Here's a good thing about it. I think that after that happened, obviously, I'm sure they had a talk, and I don't think it'll happen again. It would be very fucking strange to see that happen again.
I don't.
What
you know.
I wanted to see was, remember that one game where Travis Kelce picked up that penalty flag and threw it, and he thought it was funny and cute and shit, and he was a bad boy. He went to the sideline, and Andy Reid went up to him and smacked the shit out of his ass. And I'm sure there's a lot
He
of
really
ladies.
smacked him?
Fuck yeah.
In the helmet?
His ass. No,
Oh.
his butt cheek. And I'm sure there's a lot of ladies out there, including my own wife, that would love to smack his butt cheek, but he smacked the crap out of his ass and told him, get your shit together. And what did he do? He was benched the rest of the game, and he was also benched in the beginning of the next game. And Travis Kelce apologized. He said, old Big Red came up to me, and I apologized to him, and he said that would never happen again. And it never did ever since. And look what happened. He took over. Congratulations, Travis Kelce. He took over the number one spot of tight ends in the NFL over Tony Gonzalez, another former Chiefs player, by 1 yard for the most yardage.
Oh, for the Chiefs?
No. Right?
No.
Well,
in
I mean,
history.
well, it would be over Tony Gonzalez probably for the
No,
Chiefs.
he's not even close to Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, for total yards, right?
Yeah,
it's
total
still
yards.
pretty far off. So you're probably thinking of a different stat.
Maybe for the
perhaps.
Chiefs. Maybe for the Chiefs yardage. He
Oh
might-
yeah, because then he had how many years did he have in Atlanta? Tony Gonzalez.
he
that
had quite a
is.
few, more than you think.
Okay.
So it's just for the franchise? It's not for
It's
the actual
probably
NFL?
no, because
No.
it's still Tony Gonzalez. I know that. So
Because Tony
it-
Gonzalez has about 15,000 career yards,
Yeah.
and Travis Kelce is around the 10 to 11,000 mark.
wouldn't it be crazy that if Travis Kelce still doesn't? I don't think he's. I don't know if he'll catch him or not. I don't even want to talk about it. If him and Taylor stay together, he probably ain't gonna play past another 2 years. 'Cause-
Right,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
So no, but actually Tony Gonzalez, man, he was pretty productive all the way.
He
played
was.
a long time.
He took really good care of himself,
Yeah,
man. He was
so-
always probably one of the most athletic tight ends out there, right?
Yeah,
He wasn't. He didn't have, like, in my opinion, like that dog in him that like you see in Travis Kelce, like you seen in Gronk, right?
Right.
I feel like they have the propensity to turn it up a little bit, whereas Tony G was just like that dude that was just so fucking consistent.
Yeah, he was. Just,
Every
man,
single
bam.
week,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Every single week, he did his job. So yeah, that's a tough one, man. I think he left a bad taste in a lot of our mouths. I think when he was acting like, I think he wanted to be retired as a Falcon, or was it some crazy shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Or he
after
wanted
that,
to go.
we all
Maybe it
wrote
was
him off.
or he wanted to do both, or I don't know.
It was
No,
something.
he
I
talked some
remember
kind of crap.
It was something.
He
yeah.
mentioned that Atlanta Falcons was his team, and he wanted to retire as an Atlanta Falcon, and all this other crap as far as his Hall of Fame. I think it was his Hall of Fame speech or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then the Chiefs fans were like, "What the fuck, bro? Do you forget where you came from?
We got all emotional.
Made you.
Yeah.
We made you who you are.
we made you, Tony Gonzalez.
That's why you went to the Atlanta Falcons. You did all right there, but we're the ones who major career.
We built you up.
Yeah,
So
we made
then
the
he came
name.
out with
Made
the
the
okay,
name.
hey,
Okay, we'll take it easy.
Okay, so he came out and he did a little video. Hey guys, okay, to the Chief fans out there, okay, well I'll apologize. That's not what I meant, motherfucker. That's what exactly
And
what
your
you meant.
publicist wrote that for you.
Oh yeah. They had to clean it up. They had to
Oh,
clean that
oh
up.
well. I forgive you, Tony Gonzalez. You gave
Yeah, I
us a
still
lot of
have
good
your jersey
years.
signed, and you were
yeah.
nice enough to take pictures with
Yeah.
me. So, ooh, I should put that up.
Waltz
We should
likes
put
your
that up.
hair. He appreciates a guy that takes care of his hair. So there's
He
that
has
too.
that nice wavy hair.
Yeah, well, it's kind of curly.
All right, so the German fans compared to the Arrowhead fans, what do you think? Do you think if they were here in Arrowhead, we would have had more of a disruption than they already had out there as far as the offense of the Miami Dolphins?
I
For
think-
sure.
Yeah, but I think they did a pretty good job. They even did Home of the Chiefs, and
So you say they did a pretty good job, right? But this is a game against the Dolphins, against Tyreek, talking shit. So I think had it been right, so don't think of it as a typical Chiefs game, right?
Right.
Do you
Arrowhead would have
feel
been off, yeah.
would it had been the most electric game so far this year with the energy of the crowd?
100%.
There you go.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
would there? And I think that's the better question, right? Had they been here, would it have shook their offense? Would they have made more mistakes? I think. That's what Waltz is getting at.
we pretty much shook their offense anyway. But
That's true.
But I think no, the crowd had been much more
Absolutely.
much more hyped at Arrowhead.
And there's
for
a
sure.
lot of players on the Miami Dolphins that are young and never played in Arrowhead Stadium. And look who they played against so far. They've been playing against a lot of mediocre teams.
No,
They've lost
yeah.
against good teams.
Yes, they beat up on the bad teams and lost against the good teams.
Right.
Yes,
So
they have.
it's that energy is not there compared to Arrowhead Stadium. So if they would have came to Arrowhead Stadium, all those young players would have been even worse than it was when they were out there in Germany.
You know what I like about
Possibly.
about watching the games in Europe? If you look at the fans, they all have different jerseys. They all it's so
Yeah,
random.
it
man.
is.
It's
It
so
is.
random. And
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. But I was like, man, they're just like, because even Joey Moltz was like, man, why does that guy have a Green Bay jersey and this guy has this jersey? I'm like, yeah, well, they're in Europe. You know,
Well, there probably is like, I'm going to go to the game because it's a big event, and this happens to be my favorite team for whatever reason.
Remember when we went to Anaheim and watched the game out there, the Angels?
And we wore Royals jerseys.
We wore Royals jerseys. I don't have a fucking Anaheim shit. I'm going to wear
Yeah,
a Royals
yeah.
jersey. So same thing out there. So shout out to, give you props, Pacheco. He took the time out after the game to actually sign autographs to a lot of these German fans out there, other fans, whatever, and he was just signing as many as he could. He took the time out to do that because you know why? He said, we came all the way out here for these fans. These fans would never pretty much see us again, and the least we could do is sign some autographs, take the time out. And I don't know who else was doing it, but props to him. I think he should have had at least half the team to come out to do the same thing, man. I mean, they took the time out to be out there. It's a very, very, it's a chance of a lifetime, literally, to have your favorite team come out there and then sign autographs. You're never going to see that again.
Yeah, so I think Patrick, I don't know that he signed autographs, right? But I noticed he, after the game, he actually took his time leaving the stadium. He went up. He was giving a lot of the fans high fives.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and then even after the game, he kept talking about. I almost feel like he's acting as an ambassador for the NFL, right?
Oh, definitely.
When he was over there, he was just talking about how he can't wait to get back to Germany, how amazing it was there, and I loved it. And I would I can't remember who wrote this story, but for anyone to maybe Google this, I thought it was pretty interesting how the Chiefs talked about the different sites and stuff that they saw here. Because again, these are a lot of young players, and for a lot of them, that was their first time out of the country. So I thought it was a really cool story. So if you Google it, you'll find it. They just talked about all the different sites and how their culture was over here compared to the States. So I thought it was pretty cool.
So we just have a quick update here. I was correct. Keaton Chapman wears a 16.
Oh, I thought you said 17.
I said
That
17.
was this big dummy over here.
Oh, okay. 16 it is. 16 it is.
Well, he's getting close.
Yeah, so that Dolphins game, right? I heard, I don't know if it's a record, but it was 9.18 million viewers for the Dolphins versus the Chiefs.
Oh, really?
I know it's
I
the
heard it
record
was
for
the
the
most
Yeah.
for such an early game. I heard it was the most.
Well, for an international game, for sure. And I think for
Okay.
any regular season football game, it was definitely the record.
Was that here in America, or is that included
In
Europe?
general?
I don't know. It just says 9.18 million. And then think about it. It wasn't even, well, I guess it was on, I I guess in some places they weren't able to get it unless they had NFL Network, right?
You think they watched it in Madagascar?
They might have. Who fucking knows?
Man, I hope so.
We have to watch something there, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
Damn it, Richard, you took my bottle.
And then he went to the bathroom.
I know. Then you go to the bathroom. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. You better hope you hear that water running in there, huh?
Yeah. So, all right. So the game turned out to be our benefit. Let's go ahead and talk about the wide receivers.
Here we go again. We started out pretty good.
Hey, Rice looked good, right?
Rice does look good. I think he's continuing
In the first quarter.
to get better.
And our very own Mr. Watson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Watson's back. Love seeing Watson back.
You know what? He has the worst yak almost out of all receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
I have something on that, but go ahead.
But-
So
Then he
out of
goes-
91 receivers, he's
Do you know
88.
why? He doesn't go up north and south. He goes east and west.
Well,
So he's
I
always
disagree.
catching the balls and going out of bounds.
He's always covered. I mean, he makes great
Right.
catches. He's always covered. So he's always making like these jumping catches or out of bounds, and he steps out right quick.
Right, so he's not going to get those little slants or whatever and try to get yaks out of that. He's doing the routes that are going straight out of bounds.
Well, so
Or he-
what
A
it
lot of
is,
jump balls,
and I
too.
think Joe's
Yeah.
alluding to that. Most of his catches this year have been of the longer variety, right? And it's like Joe said, he's catching. It's a lot of contested balls that he's catching too. So it's like the moment he's catching it, like they're already on him. So I think
Right.
that has a lot to do with it. It has nothing to do with his.
He's not catching the ball running free.
performance. Yeah, it's not nothing to do with his performance. Like this dude's actually catching a lot of. He's our deep threat this year. Actually, he's our fucking deep threat.
Besides MVS. MVS had a couple of deep
He's
ones.
right there. Yeah, he's actually had a few deep ones, so he's catching up.
So
to
I'm not
Watson.
going to bitch about MVS. He's doing his role. I'm not going to bitch about our very own Mr. Watson and Rashee Rice. He's stepping up, man. He's coming along.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, let's get an update. What do we got there? What are we sipping on, boys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
and,
I bought this the other day, and I thought, well, I wanted to get something different. I knew we were gonna make some chili, and I always like sipping
chili.
on bourbon when I'm eating some chili. But Blade and Bow has keys on it, and I didn't get a chance to actually read the bottle. But maybe I should have. I didn't know you were gonna call me out on that. Yeah, I
That's
wish
a
I
nice,
would.
that's a nice little flavor
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually nice and smooth. A little sweet, but it's good.
But then again, like Kelsey didn't do much either.
Man, four catches. I don't even know how many catches he had. He got me 4.7 fucking fantasy points. So, and I think that came in the first 5 minutes of the game. Actually,
Yeah.
It's like,
Tay
son
need to
of a
quit
bitch.
playing around. She needs to start showing up on all
Hold on,
these
hold on.
games now.
She was at the game.
In
How do you
Germany?
know?
Because I saw footage after the. You know what? Unless I got, I might have got rickrolled on
Was
that.
it TMZ?
I might have got rickrolled, but no. I think if that's the case, if she was there, Germany, by the way, they did a good job of not making it about her. They made it about the game, and they didn't show her.
Let's talk
but
about the-
There was footage. She was at the game. I heard.
Germany.
But maybe she wasn't.
Let's
I'm
talk
gonna have
about
to Google
NFL's productions. As far as the camera angles, as far as the cameras, I did not like it. It was horrible. The replays weren't there. They weren't all that great. The angles weren't all that great. The whole replay of I'm trying to look to see what the hell happened with Chris Jones, and why was it so blurry and close? They didn't. They hired I think a bunch of locals.
No,
And I don't think they realized the game of
Probably experimenting.
American football on how fast you have to. I think they were getting
you
fooled
sure?
a lot.
it was the
I feel like the NFL would take their own people.
yeah.
They
Whatever,
did not.
Whatever TV station. What was it, Fox News? Was it Fox or
Mhm. They did not.
they
They it
used
seemed
people
like they
from over there?
hired a lot of like local
Like the
folks.
NFL's
I'm
like
sure
the-
they took a director, some producers,
Well, you know
whatever,
what?
but camera
They
men
probably did to say like
to
yes.
save a bunch of fucking
To
money.
save money,
They
yeah.
hired a bunch of local yokels. You didn't notice how every once in a while I was like, well, where's the replay? And how the angles of some of these, like they were getting full of a lot of the pass action passes where we're used to it. Our camera guys here. And,
So I got a quick correction. Taylor Swift was not at the game.
Oh, imagine that. Oh.
well, you
So
don't
like
say.
Walt said, get your shit together, Taylor. Support your man.
Come on,
yeah,
Tay.
yeah.
We need
know
him to get
that.
100 yards again next week.
12
Right. Well, we're on bye, so I guess you're talking about the next week, not this week.
The next week.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said the next week.
Yeah.
What
So
else?
what let's talk about the Dolphins game just a little bit more. I thought it was funny, right? I like McDaniels. He had the bling on, right? He had the necklace on. He had the fucking watch on, and he had the shades on.
He had the
I called
shades
him the
on.
Elvis Presley shades, right?
Right? Yeah.
Was
yeah.
it so bright in there?
Here's what I think something happened with the guys. They wanted them to like be a little bit pimped out, so he probably did it for his guys. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's either that or he's trying to be hip. But what
Maybe
I
he had
thought
a
was
migraine.
funny, and I said this because at halftime I'm looking at him. He still has the fucking glasses on. I was like, man, he's got to feel dumb wearing those motherfuckers, and it's 21-0 right now.
Yeah.
And what happened? He comes
them
out
off.
at halftime, and he's got the nerd glasses on.
You know
so-
what? I've been on Big Red's ass this whole season. I've always yelled and said, "You got out, coach. You got out, coach." Like the Denver game. This one, he put that kid in place. He put that kid and said, "Look, young man, you get your ass in the fucking corner. Put that dunce cap on and look in the corner and tell him you're ready to come out. I'll tell you when you're ready to come out." He outcoached that little boy, and that's why we came out. Even though we made mistake, but we came out the victor.
I like how you called him a little boy.
He is a young man.
Yeah. Okay. We got any more
One
on
of the
the
youngest.
Chiefs? Anything on the Chiefs?
No, man.
Well, we do still have some on the Chiefs, right? So we have an upcoming game, which it would make sense to talk about
Yeah.
by the time, we have the rematch of Super Bowl 52 next week. The Philadelphia Eagles will be coming
The
to
Kelseys versus the Kelseys.
Arrowhead Stadium.
Monday Night Football.
All right, guys.
Did you see
so-
that you can actually bid or something to actually have some kind of drinks or whatever? with
Richard, you want to
Mama
come over
Kelsey?
jump in on this upcoming game at all? I mean,
With-
you could grab a mic. You don't have to. You could wait. But
With Mama Kelsey, you
put your
can
seat
actually
there and-
bid, and I guess you could eat some chunky soup and have a wine tasting. with her.
So, real quick, have you ever Googled how old Ed Kelsey is?
I don't even know who Ed Kelsey is, bro.
That's their dad.
Oh, okay.
I have never even seen that guy. I'm surprised.
I know Mama Kelsey. I don't even know her first name right now. But
So if you Google his age, he is born in 1972, which makes him 51. But Donna Kelsey is 71, and that would have, if you do the math, that would mean
That's not his kids.
yes.
I'm so
So no,
lost
if
right
you do the
now.
math, that would make
I'm so lost.
that would make that Ed was 15 and Donna was 35.
Yeah, Ed's a fucking pimp. Ed's a
wonder.
player.
Obviously, it's wrong. It has to be wrong. But if you
Oh
Google
man,
it,
we gotta Google it.
Google it, man. Ed Kelsey's
No wonder he never shows his face.
Nah, he was on the New Heights podcast one time. So, but yeah, if you
And
Google
they showed when Travis like hugged him out there on the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Who's that
And he-
mystery
and he-
voice?
Hey,
Mystery voice over there. Where'd that come from?
JPD in the house.
just out of nowhere, he just
God,
popped in.
is that you, God?
Tony Hanna invited me. Thank you, Tony Hanna.
Yes, sir. You're invited to. Hey, dude, you're welcome anytime, brother.
Fool,
Okay.
I asked you who was coming on the
Nah,
group text.
I know.
Yeah,
You
we
know-
asked, and
you guys-
nobody said shit.
I know. I just showed up, buddy. It's good.
Hey,
good
that's
time.
the best time,
Yep.
man. Just show the fuck up, man. You don't need to have an invite, dude.
Thank
he
you.
likes
Thank you very much.
he likes to surprise us.
All right, before we
Well,
move
you
on,
guys, you guys have thrown my name out and Jackie's name out here in the last two of them, if I'm not mistaken. The trip to Colorado and the Casa Bonita.
Oh yeah, we did talk Casa Bonita. Yes, we
That was
did.
hilarious.
We yes,
I was trying to
we
figure out who
blame
to, I was like,
Jackie.
who do we
I
blame for
blame
that
Jackie.
fucking trip?
I had my girls watch that part real quick. I just said, I know you guys don't want to watch the whole fucking thing, but here's your mom's name on it.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
15 seconds of fame on the Ed Astra Boys Sports Podcast.
I mean, yeah.
got 131 subscribers.
so Richard, before we transition past the Chiefs game, any highlights on your part? Where'd you watch it at?
At home, man. Yeah, too early in the morning. Yep, Jackie made breakfast, and it's probably my first Chiefs game without alcohol. It was odd.
That sounds stupid.
I kind of remember
that
most
sounds
of it.
literally stupid.
I remember like almost all of it, and yep.
How dare
Not-
you?
not
I
like,
don't
it was-
even know you anymore.
I know, dude.
Who
It was
fucking does that shit?
8:30 in the
what
morning.
fuck, guys?
I
So was
just,
it like hair of the
Get
dog
him out
for
of
you?
here.
I just didn't have it in me to drink.
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
know.
So
I
was
did
it?
not drink either.
So it was a total different experience from when we went to Minnesota. Man, dude.
Or
we was lit.
Arrowhead. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah, all these games, man, we get lit up.
Oh man, we was lit at the
find it.
Vikings game.
Oh, yeah.
How was so the last game you went to, you sat in the club.
Yeah, it was
section,
pretty
right?
sweet, man. It was real
Yeah.
clean, nice.
Yeah.
The
I knew what-
stands were real, where you go buy your shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like near as long a line, and the whole place seemed to be carpeted. It is kind of weird in this area,
Right. Well, I know once you said you was in the club, I was like, well, I ain't seen Richard this game. he's not coming out of the club.
Yeah. we sat on the very back row, but it was real cool. We were in and out, man. We took this bottle in with us like we always do. The bottle.
Man, the club level is the best on cold games because you can go up, into the actual
Yes.
area where it's
if
nice
it was
and-
cold, I could imagine.
Yeah.
Yep, you would go up there and probably not come back out.
All right, cool.
All right, you guys ready to
So I've
transition?
been over here. For whatever reason, they don't want to tell us how old Travis Kelce's dad is. The only thing I can find is a picture of him. There you go.
Well, he looks like a young man.
Yeah. So he looks about as old as Donna. So
Yeah.
He does look like the older
It's,
Kelsey.
it's wrong on some Google searches.
All
but
right.
yeah.
The stories
Okay.
of those guys growing up with their parents is just talking about how their mom and dad had them in all these sports. They played hockey. They played this. They played
So is
that.
it just the two brothers? There's no sister or anything?
I
or
don't-
a
I
third,
think it's
or
just-
third
I don't think so.
Archie Manning brother, or what's the other brother
I
that
don't know
nobody
that
knows?
much, but
yeah, they
man,
got a third brother. I know
Cooper?
that. I don't
Do
know
they?
about him.
Cooper.
Yeah, they got
I
a
love
third brother.
Cooper. Cooper is
That's
fucking hilarious.
Arch Manning's dad.
Cooper
It's
Kelsey.
No, Archie Manning is.
No, but the kid that's at Texas now, Arch Manning.
Oh.
Hey guys, so you want to do some over-unders for the upcoming game against the?
Yeah, go ahead and say it. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's do a couple of things out there. So Patrick Mahomes, over 300 yards or under 300
This is
yards?
against the
And this
Eagles?
is the Eagles.
Joe, you write down our picks, please.
All right.
I'm going to say under. I still don't trust the. I don't know who's going to be thrown to, and especially with a good team like that. I'm
Okay.
going to say
I
under.
feel like I went too high on that. I think we need to go. No, I already said it. So fuck it. We'll do it. I think we're all going to be under. I'm under.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm under.
We'll see.
I'm going to say about 275, 280.
I'm under.
You could have said 250. Let's switch it to 250 at least.
Okay, 250.
All
250.
right. I'm still going to say under.
Okay. Waltz is okay.
All right. So on 250, I say over.
Waltz is under.
JPD, what you say?
I'm going under, buddy.
All right, we got under.
I'm going over.
All right, me and Hudas got over. JPD and Casey Waltz under.
Yeah. What else you got there, Ti?
All right, so next one will be how many times will we sack? Well, I'll give a number. How many times will we sack Jalen Hurts? I'll go and start. I feel like we've been getting better at putting pressure back there in the backfields. I'm going to say we sack him 4 times.
Ooh, I want to say 3.
I'm going to say 2, but a lot of hurries and knockdowns.
Yep,
A lot of pressures.
I like 2 right now, Waltz.
JPD is on the 2.
All right, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4. And then are we going to have a receiver?
This is gonna be a good one.
Including Travis Kelce. Are we going to have a receiver over 100 yards this game?
No, don't include Travis Kelce.
He ain't been
He's
getting
not a wide
there.
receiver.
I know, but
Just
Okay.
because he's
He is on our team. It seems
yeah,
like.
he's the main person.
How about if we say, if would a wide receiver reach 50
and you pick
yards?
him.
How about this? 50? No.
50
How about,
yards over.
right,
how about this?
Right, that
how about
sucks.
we pick the receiver who we think will have the most yards?
Okay,
Oh,
I'll
all
go
right,
with
we'll
that.
do that.
Fine, that's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
Fine. I'll say Rushy Rice.
Of course you would.
Do we have to pick a different one or
Don't have to pick a different one.
okay?
Oh, real quick.
Oh,
On
here
quick
we go.
already.
on the game, I shit you not. When number 19 caught that ball, he was moving, juking, and jabbing, and took off. I was like, yeah, everybody was cheering. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, who's 19? Seriously. No, I
Oh,
shit you
yeah.
not. Remember I texted you
Kadarius.
guys? I shit you not. I looked at Monica, who's 19? She goes, shit, I don't know. I was like, all right, 19. Good job, boy. All right, way to step up. I'm thinking, who's this new guy? And then he got up and he showed the back of his jersey. I was like, oh, shit. I forgot all about that motherfucking brother right there.
You know why?
Kadarius Toney, 19.
You know why?
Why?
They've been fading him out. They've been
He
fading him
has?
out. Yeah.
They're
he only
saving
had
him.
yeah, no, he I hope so. He had 7 snaps the last game, right? So when McCole Hardman came back, he's going in for the plays that
Was for Tony?
was for
Yeah.
Tony, right? I thought anyways that maybe it was gonna hurt Moore a little bit. Moore's actually seeing the field a little bit less too, but Kadarius Tony, yeah, he's
At
actually
least Sky
in
Moore looked a little bit
danger
better.
of disappearing all the way.
So who's your receiver?
So mine,
Same
I'm
for the
gonna.
playoffs.
So his was So mine's gonna be Sky Moore.
You think Moore's gonna have the most yards?
He's been trying to sing Moore's praises all year. He's going to be right one of these
I
weeks.
hate Sky Moore, but for some reason,
He's due for a good game, huh?
yeah, I think. You know what? Let me change it. McCall Hardman.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Let me do McCall Hardman.
Possible.
I'm gonna take Rice too. I think Rice is he's gonna be our number one receiver by the end of the year.
I didn't realize you could actually pick somebody else's book. Okay.
I'll take MVS. Maybe he'll have.
Oh, he's always due for a big gainer.
Yeah. Three
Yeah.
catches.
Yeah, you get that one
Three
big
catches,
catch.
84 yards.
All right.
All right, we'll see.
Well, I think this is a
Got our
good
picks.
time to transition into our local picks. Do we want to do that?
We can do our
Did
local
you have
picks.
any more?
Did you guys?
Over unders?
Nah, not
Oh,
really.
I think
okay.
three's a good.
We're just winging it.
Yeah. So local picks. Last week was pretty good. Everybody did pretty good. Actually, Mario Garcia came on the show, was 4-0, and then us three right here were 3-1.
Stupid Texas.
Yeah, fuck Ken.
I know, right?
Fuck Ken was 2-2, and our betting expert
Risky Ray.
1-3, man.
He's an expert for a reason.
And he is solidly in last place.
Yeah, that was just last week. That was just last week.
No, for the season, he's where did I write it down somewhere?
Come on, risky.
He's like 5-12, and we're all 3 8 and 9.
Hey, he still has a chance to get to 500.
Oh man, dude, I don't know.
Still has a chance to get to 500. You know.
So here we go. We will have So KU is playing Texas Tech at Lawrence, and KU is giving up 4 points. Who do you got?
KU.
Ti is taking KU. Who you got, Waltz?
Watching KU whoop that ass right now, 56-24.
Yeah, basketball team. Wait, who we got?
Is Texas Tech? Are they ranked?
No.
And where are they playing?
What's their
I
score?
said
What's their
Lawrence.
record?
Their
And-
record is 4-5, I believe. Or they're like one game under 500.
All right. I'll take the Jayhawks too. They're at home.
Yep.
They're at
there we
home,
go.
baby.
And then we
The
have
booth. The booth will be rocking.
Did Waltz pick? Everyone say KU?
I didn't get it the first time either, but I was like, okay, when he threw a fit.
Okay.
So then we have K-State playing Baylor in Manhattan, but they're giving 21 points. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Have you guys ever been to a college game? You ever
I've
been
been
to a
to a
game?
K-State game a long time ago, actually.
Did you? Who's
Yeah.
that? Tony Hanna?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went out. No, Ken was there. Was you there, Joe? No, Sean was there.
I've not been to a K-State game.
Yep, one game.
I've only been to KU games with
Is that where
JPD.
Is that where Ken,
Yeah.
is that where Ken wore that stupid purple shit?
Oh, he did have to wear one because they won, right?
He didn't have to.
What was
wear
the bet
it.
with his brother?
He wore it at the game.
He might have.
It was a game against I don't know Manhattan or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
Anyways,
Joe's got a
Anyway.
good story of when we went to some KU games and we were real young. And
so we went to.
Oh, we're gonna say it. Okay.
Yeah, no.
It's
We went
good.
to our first KU game, football game, and we are like, man, because at the time there was no liquor sales in the game, so we're like, we'll sneak a bottle in, and then we'll go into the bathroom and put it in some Coke, and we thought we was the smartest people ever, man. So we walk in the bathroom and the trash can is full of empty liquor bottles. I mean, overflowing.
It's a 55-gallon drum. and
Overflowing,
there's
man. Yeah.
bottles everywhere in
It's
it.
college.
We're like, man, I was like, I guess we're
Hey,
not the first to think
You
of this.
think all these college students were like, "Hey, rules is rules.
Yeah,
Let's get a
rules is
Pepsi and a
But
popcorn."
everybody did it in the restroom, Waltz. There is
Oh, man.
there is 300 bottles in the restroom. So everybody bought their pop, took it in the restroom, and just
But we thought we were smart. We thought a new idea. We're
Yes.
smart, man. We figured this shit
You
out.
knocked it out, man.
Yeah.
I still go to a Chiefs game. I love about any game I go to. I like to take a good bottle in with
Yeah.
us.
So what? Sorry, what was the over? I mean, what was the point?
21. K-State is giving 21 points to Baylor.
Holy shit, 21?
So they're saying Baylor is going to beat them by
No,
21.
No.
Oh,
K-State is giving Baylor 21 points.
Yeah.
so
Hi.
Baylor is not good.
That's it.
And they're playing at probably K-State to
Yes.
be that many points?
Yep,
wow.
they're playing in Manhattan.
So I
Baylor
think,
is 3-6.
and they're
I-
playing in Manhattan. I'm
Manhattan's-
going to say
I'm going to put
purple crap.
Who? Purple crap?
Yeah, I'm going to say
Okay.
purple crap.
He's
Yeah.
saying K-State.
I'll take K-State too. I think they're going to put it on them.
Yeah, I'll say this. So the local picks have been hot lately. I'm going K-State.
21 points, right?
21 points.
Every man a Wildcat.
That's a lot of points.
Damn it, I left my
I'm going to take K-State. I'll take them.
Oh, yeah,
they're
K-State's
gonna
got
do it.
that.
And then we got MU is playing Tennessee in Columbia, and they're actually getting 4 points.
Yeah, I seen that they're 7-1, right? Is that Missouri's record?
They're 7-2 now.
7-2. They lost to Georgia.
Yep.
You know me. Anybody against Mizzou?
So,
And then what's the other team's record?
Well, I know they're ranked one spot higher. I think Tennessee's 13 and Missouri's 14.
And they're coming to Columbia.
Yep.
And what's the points again?
4.
Doesn't matter for me. Anybody against
Missouri's,
Mizzou?
Missouri's getting 4.
So Tennessee's ranked 14. Missouri's ranked 16. They're both 7-2. I'm going to go Missouri.
Tennessee.
I have to go probably Tennessee.
Tennessee.
That's a
Lord,
good
I've
song.
really been distressed.
That was a
Down
jam.
and out.
I am.
I am black
sang
and
that?
proud.
I was just trying to think of that.
Tribe,
It was a weird song too.
Tribe Called Quest.
I think so,
Yep.
man.
Yep. I'm going to take Tennessee. 'Cause
All right.
fuck
One
in-
Mizzou and Tennessee.
And that's going to wrap it up. No Chiefs game this week, so no Chiefs pick.
No Chiefs.
All right, well, let's go and transition
Hold
over
on.
to
Survivor picks.
Oh,
We got to talk about our Survivor picks.
Survivor picks.
I'm gonna pick the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my Survivor pick was the Cincinnati Bengals beating the Houston Texans.
Oh, we got the same Survivor pick this week. I have the Cincinnati Bengals as well. JPD, who you got this week?
This week, I don't even know if I picked.
That's who I was. That's
I got
who I
the
was trying to
Cowboys.
figure out. It was
All right.
Cincinnati.
JPD's
last
got
week.
the Cowboys.
That's what I was trying.
Waltz, who do you have?
He donated.
I have these
yeah,
nuts
He's
for
got
you.
a donation.
So last
You could
week,
pick one or the other. Over under.
So last week was actually a really good week for the entire league. We only lost one person. Our very own Casey Waltz
He's out, man. He's
took
out.
the plunge. Hey, we appreciate you, buddy.
Who did you say you're
Who
taking?
did he took? The Rams?
The Rams and their backup
The
quarterback.
Rams.
He took the Rams.
Jesus
Dude.
Christ, how dumb can you
It was
be,
it was his panic pick. I think he was like texting me like 10, 15 minutes before the game. I can't get my pick in.
How the fuck was I supposed to know?
Why is it not working?
Why was Matt Stafford out?
I was told I could pick up.
I don't know.
It was
on the,
his
look,
non-throwing
have-
hand or the
it
other?
was on the front page of every magazine,
It was his
every
throwing hand.
newspaper.
I didn't realize you had every magazine and every newspaper going
I
to
don't
your
know.
house there,
I
T.I.
made that up, but
I don't
So
even know
I
who
didn't
the-
know Matt Stafford was out for one. For two, what's up with their defense? They're now just mediocre. They were fucking number one for I don't know how many fucking games. All of a sudden, they just did not step up. Get the fuck
Well,
out.
they only gave up 20 points. When you score 3, it doesn't really matter how good your defense is, huh?
yeah, that defense.
You can't give up 20.
So, Richard, you said you picked the Cowboys?
I picked the Cowboys, yeah.
That's Joey Maltz also has the Cowboys.
Looks
Nobody-
like an easy
nobody cares.
win. Easy win. Where are they playing? The Giants or
You
something?
ready to
The
transition?
Giants, yeah.
Here we go.
It's like I'd
Okay.
Well, Richard's trying to say something.
I thought she was gonna go into something else. Yep.
All right, so it was the debut. Damn, T.I. again?
He's not going to let Richard jump on.
We're gonna transition over to Rock Chalk Jayhawk KU. It was the debut of the NCAA men's basketball and women's basketball. What the hell is that?
Oh, that's Tony hitting the mic.
Mute.
It is not on.
It was on.
Is it on now? Or you have him on mute?
I did because he every time he moves it around, it's like popping and shit. Okay. So, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, they went against a team that nobody really. Fort Hayes? Was it Fort Hayes? Okay. And they could not reach 100. And they reached 99.
No, that was against like North Carolina Coastal or something,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
Yeah.
I thought it was Fort Hayes. Oh, maybe it was the weekend
I
before
mean,
that.
they played Fort Hayes, but that was an exhibition. That wasn't like a real game.
All right. And then K-State failed.
Who did they play?
They failed.
They failed to win. They just did not look good.
Who did they play?
Nobody cares. They failed.
Oh, well, loss is a loss.
Coach Tang lost already? Wow.
So, I mean, KU looked dominant. That new kid, that's what we've been lacking. Am I not correct? So, the last few years, how many times have I kept on saying we need a big man? We need a high-low. We need an in and out. We need a post man. And we tried, but we had a bunch of forwards. We had a bunch of forwards that were not tall and playing against teams that were just massive. Now we got that one player. Joe, what do you think?
7-2.
That's what I think.
Joe Castaneda, sorry.
Joe Castaneda.
Joe Castaneda over here.
No, man, that's great. What, is he 7 foot? Is he 7'2"? Is 7'2"?
7-2.
That dude is massive, and he's good.
And he can move well. He moves well. He
You see
runs
that pop
well.
shot that he has?
He's
Yeah.
left-handed too. That's
And he can,
that's
shoot
hard
the
to-
ball. I mean, he's a real deal, man. And I'm glad he's playing for us.
That is hard to defend to be a left-hander, man.
It's a totally different side of that.
Well, I remember as a kid, remember we used to play basketball, and you developed that left-handed
I had a
layup.
layup that you could not block.
No,
Joe
yeah.
Hoopman
And then I thought-
Ken could not block it. I
I
could
was
go
like, "Ooh,
right-handed, and they
that's
would fucking,
good.
Yeah.
I like that. And you developed it. I said, let me try that. And I did. I developed a little left-hander.
Yep.
And yeah, it worked.
I did have a man.
I
yep.
would like to see you shoot
Thank you,
a
Dad.
left-handed shot now, Waltz.
No, layup?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can. I can't even get off. Yeah.
So anyway, since we got JPD here on camera, you want to talk about that jersey that's
Just
behind
play
you?
Dick.
Hell yeah, baby! Look at that. We got Bo Jackson. Get that out of the way. Bo Jackson is definitely one of my favorite athletes growing up, man. I got a chance to buy this Bo Jackson jersey, and I got it. We're going to leave it here at Joe's house. So everybody can look at it, drool over it.
We want to find a better spot because you're blocking most of
I
it now.
know.
And
And
Tony
Tony
was
was
blocking it
too.
too. So
And
we'll
you-
find
you-
somewhere good to
You
put it.
did a good job of putting it up, but right behind our head.
But,
Yeah, we need to figure this out. We need to have a Royal section,
If it
KU
was
section,
a little
Chiefs
higher,
section.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. No, JPD likes to bring stuff over for the show. Got the
Hell
Royals
yeah.
head up there with some other ones that aren't up right now, but been up previously. So
So let's talk about the basketball game. I mean, I know it was against a mediocre team, and but they're playing right now, 67-31. They're both undefeated though. Both teams are undefeated, so it's coming down to the wire, everybody.
So
But no time to panic.
One thing I do want to bring up about KU basketball, a couple months ago, I thought we had a lot of depth, and I don't think when we had the one
Well,
kid that got
two guys decided to leave.
one kid left, but remember the other kid got in trouble. He had to leave. So that was two pretty good players.
That's why that freshman's playing right there, number 13.
That kid from Australia.
No. That's that Murphy kid, or however you say his name. But
Furphy?
that kid, I think, is at,
Perfect. Yeah, I was like, isn't
He's
that
17 years
It's Murphy,
old.
but with an F.
Yeah.
Furphy? So
Furphy?
that was that popular Christmas toy that came out about 2 years ago, and I mean it was a hit. It just sold out, almost like the
Badass.
Turbo Man.
That guy right there, Jackson, number 13. He's
Oh,
an NBA prospect,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He's a top
probably
10.
not. Yeah, he's probably not going to stick around too long. And Bill usually doesn't bring in people like that.
yeah. I mean,
The
they were
last person
saying
was like Kelly Oubre, probably played like 1 year with us, right?
Grady
Was
Dick.
that-
Yeah.
Last year.
I'm
Just
telling you,
last year, buddy.
I'm telling you, this squad here, man, looks like a repeat to me, man.
That Grady Dick guy,
Hunter
So-
Dickinson might be gone
That-
after here.
that Timberlake kid is going to shoot. Is going
Oh,
to take
he's our shooter,
Grady,
yeah.
I'm bringing sexy back.
He shoots 300. He shoots 300 or 200 threes, the same amount as Grady Dick did last year. So that's our 3-point shooter. I'm pretty sure. He can play a little better defense, right?
I think that's the main problem right now is that Bill Self is not happy with the defense. And like in the exhibition we lost against Illinois, I mean,
Yeah,
we're not D'ing
it's
up.
not Illinois.
Illinois?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So it's not Sonics?
and it's not Louisville.
It is Louisville.
It's actually
Louisville?
Louisville. It's
Louisville?
not,
It's not
Louisville.
Louisville. It's not Louisville.
It's not Louisville?
It's
No,
Louisville.
Louisville?
It's Louisville.
It's Louisville.
Louisville? Louisville?
Louisville.
Who was that? The quarterback just changed everybody's mind the other day, right? They stuck a camera in his face.
The current quarterback, or are you talking about Lamar Jackson?
No, I'm not sure which quarterback it is, but is that why you brought it up?
Louisville? No,
Uh-huh.
I just
Yeah,
brought
they
it.
just stuck a camera in somebody's in
You
one
guys-
of the some sports kid and where his hometown is from, and they were like, "What's it like in Louisville?" And he was like, "Well,
No,
first
no,
of all,
no, no,
first of all, it's Louisville," and then he
It's not Louisville, it's
Yeah.
Louisville.
Louisville.
So, all right, let's go ahead and transition over to the KU men's football team then.
Ooh, I have some.
I want to talk about Freehold, man.
You'd love Mr.
I love Mr. Freehold.
Yeah.
You know, he's off and on, and he's
We're
like,
running with it, dude. Yeah,
man, I watched the entire game, and it was exciting. I was like, what are you doing, Freehold? And then he came back, that's awesome, Freehold. And then you guys thought he downed it at the 1. I was like, no, bro, if you look at the replay, he slipped. He slipped and he was like, fuck it, let me protect myself. And good thing he did because he got walloped and we had 4 more chances at the 1 yard line. And man, that defense looks really good. That
we'll take
offense.
a win.
Yeah, the offense, I mean, our running game looks pretty good. We just came out with it, man. What do you think? So I want to know, Jalen Daniels, are we done with him? Did we put him on ice? Is he gone? Is he going to be in that transportal
The portal.
hole to go to another team, and we're just going to stick with Mr. Freehold?
So you said a lot there. So they can still redshirt Daniels, and he can come back next year. Or I don't know if they're I don't know if he's going to play at all again.
They can
this
still
year.
redshirt him.
Yeah. He can
Why
redshirt.
hasn't he played?
He has a back injury.
I know.
I don't
But
know, man.
he
I don't
looks
know.
great on the
don't know
sideline.
why.
He's
He's-
hooping and hollering and jumping and shit. I don't understand why he hasn't played yet. Why he hasn't cleared. Nobody's saying anything. I don't know if there's a difference between NFL having to say injuries, whatever, or in college.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
No.
Well, something's going on why they're not bringing him out. I mean, I know back problems, out of all the problems you can have in the entire body, back problems are the most prolific problems you can get over. I get that. But give us updates. Why aren't you playing?
Yeah, and that it is. I mean, he was preseason Big 12 Player of the Year, and we're still 7-2 with our backup quarterback.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
And running backs.
I say fuck it.
man.
He's no longer our backup quarterback.
No,
He is our
running backs.
starting quarterback. We have another injured quarterback just in case if something happens with Freehold, God forbid. We're going to have Mr. Daniels come in and save the world.
So, so this is showing how good that Lance Lightpole is. That
That
we have
dude is fantastic.
Our backup quarterback, and we're still 7-2. So now, like this kind of happened last year. I know he said he hasn't done any interviews, he hasn't taken any phone calls, and he basically said that he's like, this is going to be our last stop. He's like, me and my family, this is our last stop.
Him and Bill Self this week.
I mean, but a lot. Well, Bill Self, of course, but a lot of coaches say that. But I kind of believe him because he was at that Wisconsin place, Whitewater, whatever. He was there forever. Now, if he really doesn't, if he doesn't care about getting, I want to coach at Ohio State or those big name schools. If he doesn't care about the name recognition, KU can pay him at that level, right? We can figure it out. I mean, Bill Self is making $10 million a year. We can find money to keep him here if he doesn't want to chase.
you got to
that.
continue to win, though.
Right. But we have the money. KU has the money to pay him. If the only thing is, does he want to chase that big dream job? Does he want to go, coach at LSU or?
Yeah, he's portraying a good job of not wanting to do that.
I
And
mean, that's what he said.
Lawrence, Kansas is an awesome place.
Yeah.
I love going to Lawrence, college town. Oh, man, you go down Mass Street and you can enjoy just walking down Mass Street. You find somewhere to eat or drink.
Yeah, it's kind of like a small town feel
I
with
love
down
that.
Mass. Yeah.
That's where your buddy Taylor went when she was here.
Oh, she did go to Lawrence. Yeah, after
go to
after that first game she went to,
Yep.
they were cruising around in the was that a Cutlass, like a 72 Cutlass?
Yeah.
Something like that. It was pretty nice.
Yeah,
Pretty
convertible.
Oh man, T.I.'s over
What
there.
was that noise?
His jack with the
I
mic
was
over
trying-
there.
Well,
Hey.
this noise over here. I don't know if that was me or Walt's.
That's you hitting the
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Making sure
But
this
I
mic still works.
want to see what Casey Waltz has to say about the whole landslide poll situation, staying here and whatnot.
I love him.
But like I was saying, I was telling JPD here that if he doesn't want to chase that dream job, we have money to pay him. We can pay him like as one of the top coaches in America.
Oh, yeah. KU, the athletic department, they have money. And it just showed because what did we do with Bill Self just recently? Just today, right? Yesterday? We extended his contract. Not extended it, but we...
Whatever. I don't know. He makes like $2 million a year now.
Yeah, I think they added a voucher for Applebee's or something. He can have a free meal once a week. So, yeah. Well, good for you, Bill.
Yeah, maybe the Salty Iguana is probably where he...
Well, he works there, so...
Yeah.
He doesn't have to have a voucher for that.
You can get in
But
trouble
Applebee's.
at the Salty Iguana.
Oh, yeah? You had a instance at the Salty Iguana? Oh, are we out of time?
It's overtime!
It is overtime! Oh, man.
All right. Damn, we still have a lot to cover. Okay. All right.
Bill
All right, let's
Self
do this.
had a problem with the Salty Iguana.
Oh, he had a problem with the Salty Iguana?
I like going there a lot.
Yeah. I know he has his own burrito, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard some stories about Bill
Yeah.
Self. He likes to party.
Hey,
He gets down.
you leave him alone.
I know.
All right.
That's just,
No talking crap.
I
All
know.
right. Allegedly. So, yeah, Lance Leipold, he is our savior for our football program. Thank you for coming here. And he said, fuck it. I am going to plant my roots here. We ain't going anywhere else. And you better not, because we believe in you. Your players believe in you. And look what's been happening so far. We are now a program in KU of all kinds of sports. Women's volleyball, baseball, basketball, and football, and is there cricket? All right, the golf.
Now,
You
I've
know
seen
what?
that like three of their teams were rated in the top 25. Yeah.
So
I've seen
if
that.
we would not had blown that Oklahoma State game and only had the one loss to Texas, man, we'd probably be top 10 or pushing it for sure.
Yep.
But what ifs, right? What ifs?
Whatevs. All right, so we done with KU. What is coming up next, Joe?
Whatever you have on your list.
All right, let's
You want to hit Sporting Kansas City real quick?
yeah, man, let's do Sporting Kansas City, which I have nothing for Sporting Kansas City, but
Did we talk about? Well, I guess they haven't played. I guess we talked about them last time after they.
so Sporting Kansas City are now in the playoffs, and they have been in the playoffs. They won the wild card. They moved on. What the hell? Let's
Richard,
get that off the screen,
can
please.
you click that off the screen?
And then they went to St. Louis, and then they came here, and we beat the crap out of the number one seed in St. Louis. Now we're just waiting on
Houston and Salt Lake.
Houston and Salt Lake results, and then we're going to play the winner out of that. This is why, because since we beat St. Louis so fast and spread them so fast, now we just have a long wait, which is great because we got to rest our legs, we got to rest everybody. And then according to my resources, Logan
Oh man, come on, bro. Get it.
Densey.
I'd like to say something to the marketing department.
Logan and Densey is out with an ACL in his right knee, and that's a devastating injury. He is out for the season. He is not going to be playing with us for this season.
So we're not
and when he injured himself, he actually played another 40 minutes after he ruptured his ACL, which is weird.
He doesn't play for the KC Current, does he?
Well, he's a
No.
guy, so he can
Yeah, I know. I was confused because we were just talking about the KC Current and their playoffs, and then I didn't.
No, we
I
were
missed
no,
it.
not KC.
Sporting
Sporting
Kansas-
KC.
Oh, you did say Sporting KC.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah. So there it is. Sporting KC.
Sporting KC.
So
do
they're
you-
in the playoffs.
Well, Tony, do you still have your marketing? You want to talk to the
Oh yeah,
marketing?
that's a real quick.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's a real quick.
Another real
Dude, so
quick,
when you guys were talking, dude, I'm so out of it. So when you guys were talking about last week, you guys were talking about Sporting KC. In my mind, you were talking about KC Current. So that makes a lot of sense. I was looking online today. I was like, KC Current. I was like, it says nothing about the playoffs. I was like, their marketing team sucks. Okay, it was
I was
just
like,
me.
They're not even playing right now, right? Basically,
Apparently,
season's over.
they're
I
fucking
think
done.
their season's over.
That explains why I could not find. I was like, what the hell are they doing on their website? There's no mention of these fucking playoffs. So, all right, Sporting KC, good job. I had no idea. Good job, men.
I know that they started the season really bad.
Good job, men.
Good job, Ben. All right.
Yes.
All right. So I want to talk real quick about the K-State K-State game. I watched that. I don't know why. I was sitting there. I had nothing else to do, but I watched the K-State game, and I was rooting them on. The overtime decision to go for it at fourth down in overtime with those dumbass overtime rules for the college. I would have go ahead and kicked the field goal because the quarterback, the offense was struggling their asses off against K-State's defense. But they decided to try to just win the game and get the hell out of there, and they didn't. It was a terrible play. I
know, I think Saran Petra was talking about this. He was like, that's great and all that you want to go for it on fourth down for the touchdown, but you have to have the right play. If you're like, I don't have a good play right now, kick the field goal, man. In that position, you have to be like, okay, you know what? I have the play. This is the play. And there's no way that their coach was like, oh, I have the perfect play, because that play fucking sucked.
It did suck. It didn't give him time to develop. He just tossed it up. I mean, he was backpedaling. He fell, tossed it up, and said, fuck it, let's see who catches it.
Fucking throw it up and see what happens. But I guess, they should have kicked the field goal. Unless, like I said, they had that one play, like, this is the play. We know this play will work.
Oh, you're talking about who was this again? I know we were all
K-State.
Oh, that was frustrating. It's like, what are you doing?
They would have won that entire game if they would have just
had the momentum. You were stopping them on defense. You guys were moving the ball. What the fuck?
Yeah. They should kick the field goal. Play another timeout or overtime.
Yeah.
Let's move on. So, Bobby Witt Jr., he's coming up with a big contract coming up soon. What do you think? Should we sign him and go ahead and start this new franchise, this new fantasy, this new dynasty? Or should we trade him off to see what the hell else little pieces we can get to create a super team?
You know what? They always say that, like, oh, trade him and get more pieces. Trade him and get more
200
pieces.
million that he would be looking at?
Oh, probably at least, man. But I'd sign him, dude.
Sign him.
I sign him, and
I think
He's the draw. He's the draw.
Yes, he's the person that
you want to build a new
go
stadium? Start signing fucking players, bro.
And this is one that we have to keep, man.
He's got to be he's the anchor. He'll be the anchor for us.
He'll be our next George Brett, possibly.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, he's on a trajectory right now,
Yeah.
right? To be one of the
He is a
greats.
superstar
to be one of the
already.
elites.
He's already a superstar. Look at his numbers compared to all the other superstars in MLB. He's already here. We have him.
If we could just get him a little bit better pitching support, a couple other guys that are a little bit more consistent hitting the ball, we have a fucking contender on our hands, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but man, I'll absolutely sign him.
Anything you want to talk about before real quicks?
No brainer. Richard, you're gonna come on for the real quicks. I know Richard got some real quicks.
All right. Go ahead.
Anything else you want to talk about before real
No,
quicks? All I have
no.
is left is real quicks. UTI?
Real
No,
quick, let's do
we
it.
ready for the real quicks.
The end is near, and so I face my final curtain. Okay, I'll take the first. It's time now for I segmented up our real quicks. My first real quick is real quick. We're gonna have a brand new KC team, professional women's new volleyball team here in 2025. The team name has yet to come, but I didn't know there was such a thing. But okay.
It just started. The whole league just started like last year, right?
God bless.
It's pretty good that Kansas City's going to get the opportunity to host one. Yeah.
I mean, at least we got one. Yeah.
Not host one,
God
be
bless.
a
But
BA
I
team.
didn't know we had it. No.
Has anybody heard where they'll actually play these games?
I thought they would play like an Independence.
Oh, at the Mavericks, the
Yeah.
hockey place.
That'd be a
See
good
that?
start.
It's a good place.
I heard the Parish House in Argentina.
Yeah, the old parish house.
What the hell? All right. Who's got the next one?
Real quick, big news in women's sports. Since we're talking about women's sports, the National Women's Soccer League scores a big with a historic broadcast deal. CBS, ESPN, Prime Video, and Scripps. I don't know who they are. They are all in. Game on for women's sports.
Hey, women's sports. I love y'all.
I got it real quick. Real quick. Was Patrick and Brittany fighting at the Mavericks game, or were they not?
I don't know
Who
anything
knows?
about it. I didn't see it.
Yeah, there's a video out there. It didn't look nothing big to me, but everybody's saying they were.
Remember the other videos that they had on? There was like side courts too. They were watching a basketball game,
the Texas Tech game.
Yeah,
now,
and then they were kind of yapping.
Now they were getting into it.
He was like, "Shut the hell up already." She was like,
on that
whatever.
video, they were getting into it a little bit. This last one I seen, I was like, I don't think anything. I think people are just trying to pull something. You know?
Leave Brittany alone.
Yeah,
I'm pro Brittany. Team Brittany. Should I call it Team Brittany?
Team Brittany. I'm Team Brittany.
I'm Team Brittany.
I'm Team Brittany for sure.
Who's next?
I got one. Here we go. College Naismith Player of the Year. We got Hunter Dickinson in there. He's going to probably win it this year. And we've had 2 other KU winners of this title. In 1988, can you guess who won?
Danny Manning.
Danny
Yep.
Manning and the
Danny
Miracles.
Manning. Yep.
And then in 2017, we had a little guy that did it.
Frank Mason.
Frank Mason. Yep. So I hope
So
this
you're
year,
you're predicting Hunter Dickerson, huh?
Hunter Dickinson, baby.
I think that's going to be a good chances. We're going to be at the top of the league. You know,
He's going to average 20 points and 10 rebounds.
he's going to be on TV all the
It's a
time.
long, real quick, guys. It's a long, real quick.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. Well,
Okay,
it kind of broke off to some other stuff, but yeah.
Real quick, Josh McDaniels has been fired from the Las Vegas football team that we never mentioned their names here on this show, including their GM and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
They cleaned house. Thank God. All right. Next.
I got one. Real quick, whenever we do our next show, because I'm not sure when that's going to be, it will be Raider Week, and we'll have Michael Gomez on, and we'll talk the Las Vegas football team.
Real quick, Ticanina is going to be the host, and he's going to flip the switch on the Plaza Lightings. You know, when I think of Christmas, when I think of getting a hot cocoa and spike it with a little Irish cream and get those roasted chestnuts and want to hear some Christmas music, I think of Ticanina.
Every radio station that I heard on this week, after they said that, they played the Red Kingdom song, and it was awesome.
I think of Christmas, I think of Tick 9.
Yes.
Who's next?
Real quick, get ready, fight fans. Dana White is dropping a triple header in the first quarter of 2024 with 3 title fights. We have Strickland versus Dricus du Plessis. We have Volkanovski versus Tupi.
Of course.
That's how you say the name. And Walsh, you'll be excited for this. The one I'm looking forward to is Sean O'Malley will be fighting
Sugar Sean.
Cheeto Brandon Cheeto Vera.
Is that guy any good?
What's that? Yeah, he's good. He's the only guy that Sean O'Malley lost to. He actually broke his ankle in that fight, so I'm looking forward to that one. Should be a banger.
So whatever happened to Patty the Batty?
Dude.
Patty the Batty's
real
Batty.
quick time. Who's next? Real quick, former Chiefs wide receiver, Justin Ross has been turned into a felon.
Did they cut him, or he's still on the whatchamacallit list?
No, he's still on the list. I'm just saying he's a former NFL wide receiver. He's not going to come back now. He's a felon now. He's a jerk. Anybody else?
He's not a felon yet, man. He's just been charged.
Yep.
Allegedly.
With felonies.
Yeah, but he's not convicted of felonies.
All right. Real quick, the Rookie of the Year debate is heating up. We have Jahmyr Gibbs, Puka Nacua, Jordan Addison, C.J. Stroud, or Tank Dell, to name a few. Who's your pick?
Man, C.J. Stroud's coming on strong, ain't he?
Yeah, I say C.J. Stroud's coming on strong. I think Tank Dell, if he continues to play at the level he's played the last couple of weeks, he's in there. And then Jordan Addison, I feel really good about him. But I would say to date, it's Puka Nacua for me.
I'll say Addison.
Puka was just so hot before.
This sounds like an entire segment.
Well, I think Puka's going to fall off because Cup's back.
Yeah.
Addison's going to fall off because
he lost Cousins.
Yeah, Cousins out. It's going to be
There's
Gibbs.
your whole team, Tony.
It's going to be Stroud.
So Cup's been back for a few weeks, and Nakua's been thriving, by the way. He just did not thrive the last game, and that was because Stafford was out. More to come for that.
Real quick, Travis Kelce going to Argentina?
He's there.
He's there right now. He's
They've
there
already-
right now.
he's-
Well, what
Touchdown.
for? Why is he leaving the Chiefs? I didn't know Argentina had a football team.
real quick. Hit the button. Get on the job, Waltz.
He's going to watch his girlfriend perform.
Real quick, but hold on. Swift cancels her show as Kelsey steps off the plane.
Oh, really?
That is
Wow, how rude is that?
Now they're just
What
gonna
a
party it
rude
up and argue
chick.
Supposed to be with her man.
Wow, what a rude chick. She ruined Argentina just to be with her man.
Oh man, they'll hang her.
Any other real quicks? I got one more. Real quick, Jim Harbaugh has been plucked from the sidelines and can no longer coach with the
games.
Michigan Wolverines football team because of his cheating scandal.
They're gonna ban his
last
ass.
couple of years, and that is going to move him into
The NFL?
the NFL
Yep.
with the Patriots, and Josh McDaniels are going to make a great team.
I love on the
Great
radio they
team
keep
over
calling
there.
them the old Patriots. Nobody likes the
The old Patriots.
the New
yeah.
England Patriots. They're like, nah.
The post Tom Brady Patriots.
Yeah, they suck.
All right, man. Is there anything else?
I think we're good, bro.
I think we are good too. So there you have it. This was at Astra Boys. I want to give a Veterans Day shout out to all the veterans of the past,
Absolutely.
of the present, and you kids that are signing up for the future. Thank you so much for your service. Semper Fi. Happy birthday to the Marines today. There it was the at Astra Boys. See ya, suckers, later. Suckers!
I know the show's over when he says sucker. Suckers!